There is a quiet tragedy happening every day. Not in wars, not in disasters, but inside people. It's the tragedy of wasted potential, of lives that could have been more, minds that could have grown further, dreams that were never tested because comfort felt safer than risk. Most people don't fail because they aren't capable. They fail because they never fully try. They settle for less than what they know they could become. They choose distraction over discipline, ease over effort, short-term comfort over long-term meaning. And slowly, without noticing, they trade their future for convenience. The greatest waste in the world is the difference between what we are and what we could become. Ben Herbster. Potential is not a gift. It is a responsibility. It is the version of you that exists in possibility, waiting for you to meet it through action. And every day you delay, every day you avoid discomfort, every day you choose escape over growth, that version of you moves further away. Not because you lost it, but because you refused to become it. The hardest truth is this: no one is coming to force you to live up to your potential. No one will knock on your door and demand excellence. No one will punish you for being average. No one will hold you accountable for wasting years. Life will let you drift. It will let you scroll. It will let you coast. And one day, you'll wake up older and realize the time you thought you had was already spent. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Seneca. Most people are not limited by circumstances, they are limited by fear. Fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of discovering that the version they dreamed of requires a level of discipline they were never willing to build. So they stay where it's familiar, where it's safe, where it's numb. But safety is expensive. It costs you growth. It costs you strength. It costs you the life you could have lived. Because potential is not preserved by waiting. It is unlocked by pressure, by repetition, by sacrifice, by choosing what is hard now so life becomes easier later. The version of you that feels out of reach is not unrealistic. It's just uncomfortable. And comfort is the most addictive drug in the modern world. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Seneca. Every time you avoid the work, you send a message to yourself, this is enough. And that message becomes identity. You stop expecting more. You stop demanding more. You stop believing you're capable of more. Until eventually, you forget what you even wanted in the first place. Not because it was impossible, but because you let it fade. And that is the real loss. Not failure, not setbacks, but becoming someone who never even tried. If you're serious about building this mindset, follow and subscribe. Everything here is about discipline, focus, and real progress. But here is the other truth, the one most people never hear. It is not too late. Not if you're breathing, not if you're aware, not if part of you still feels restless. That restlessness is not anxiety. It's potential knocking. It's the version of you that refuses to die quietly. The discomfort you feel when you watch others grow, the frustration you feel with your own habits, the sense that you're capable of more than this. That is not negativity. That is instinct. And it only goes away in two ways. Either you suppress it, or you answer it. Living up to your potential does not require perfection. It requires honesty. Honesty about where you are. Honesty about where you want to go. And honesty about the fact that no one can walk that path for you. It doesn't mean becoming famous, or rich, or admired. It means becoming someone you respect, someone who keeps promises to themselves, someone who chooses effort even when it's invisible, someone who does not betray their future for temporary comfort. The goal is not to impress the world. The goal is to not disappoint yourself. One day, your life will slow down, and you'll have to sit alone with who you became. Not who you intended to be, not who you imagined, but who your habits created. And in that moment, you will either feel peace or regret. The difference will not be luck. It will be choices, small ones, repeated, daily. So start now, not because you're behind, but because you're capable. Not because time is running out, but because your future is waiting. Your potential is not a fantasy, it's a responsibility, and it will either be honored or wasted.